everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be ranking all of the Stardew Valley bachelors and bachelorettes. So up here where we have S and A, this is going to be the area where I consider them marriage quality. Like, I would be totally down to marry them at some point on any hypothetical farm in Stardew. And then B and C here, they're kind of in the middle. I would say that I'm going to consider B and C to be like the dating range. I wouldn't mind dating them. I wouldn't mind romancing them for fun. But ultimately, I probably wouldn't marry them. And then anything D and below is kind of just, I wouldn't really marry you. Maybe I would date you, but probably not. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so beginning with Abigail. I love Abigail so very much, and I know that's really common, but there's also a lot of people that seem to not really like her. Me personally, I absolutely adore Abigail. I think she's amazing. I love her hair. I love her personality. I just think she's so beautiful, and she has always been my favorite to romance from day one. So absolutely, she is S tier quality to me. And next that I'm going to rank, let's rank Haley. I feel like she's a bit controversial sometimes. I say that because there's people like myself that do really like her, but there's also a lot of people that really do not like Haley. And in their defense, she is kind of rude, a little sassy at first, if you will, kind of mean almost. But she warms up to you over time and just becomes absolutely a wonderful partner. I don't think she's S tier rank like Abigail, but I will say she's still a marriage quality. So I will be putting her at A rank, literally right below Abigail. And then after Haley, let's see, who should we do next? I'm gonna rank Sebastian next. So I do have a tendency to date all of the girls because I just think it's more fun. However, I have speedrun romancing Sebastian before, and it was so much fun. And from what I've heard, he also makes a wonderful husband if you actually marry him and he moves in. He keeps his personality really well. So I think because of that, he's gonna be A tier. Only reason I didn't put him S tier is just because he is one of the boys, and I just prefer to romance the girls, but he is pretty good. So he can be up there by Haley. And then let's see. I'm gonna rank Shane next. So I will be honest, I have never dated him or married him or anything in Stardew Valley. However, I do feel like he gets an unnecessary amount of hatred in the community. Like, I just feel like he is secretly such a sweetheart. He's got a really sad backstory if you look into it. I can actually link that in the description if you guys are interested in reading up on that. But he has just got such a sad life, and I feel like he needs to be given more of a chance, and just is so heavily misunderstood. I'm gonna put him at C just because I would consider at least trying to date him. I don't know about marrying though. Okay, and then after Shane, let's see, who should I rank next? Let's rank Alex. So I'm kind of unsure about where exactly I want to put him. I say this because he is very well loved. I personally have never dated him or married him or anything, but I have heard a lot of people love him. So I guess I'm just gonna put him at C right next to Shane. And I just don't know where else because I don't have enough experience with him to really be like, oh, like, I love him so much. But I also don't have enough experience to really be like, oh my gosh, like, I hate you. So I guess he could just be at C, which is like the lower part of the middle section. And then let us see here. I'm gonna rank Elliot. So Elliot here, I feel like he's kind of mystical. He's kind of mysterious. He's like a bit secretive, if you will. I have not romanced him either. There's a lot of them that I haven't romanced, and you'll probably notice that, but I'm trying to go off of what I've heard from other people and then what I do know about these characters, them being as partners. I like that he's all mystical, but it does kind of bother me that he's really hard to find. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Whenever I play, I have a really hard time at tracking him down. So I guess it's not the situation of putting him on C because I don't think he's nearly awful enough to put at D rank and below. But he's not great either. The next one that I will be ranking is Harvey. Now, it's a similar situation to Shane, Alex, and Elliot, but I don't feel like he's neutral enough to go on C. I feel like I like him just a smidge bit more than the three of them. With that being said, he will be on the B tier. And then after Harvey, let's see, who should we rank? I think next we're gonna rank Maru. So if you guys don't already know, I'm currently working on a perfection run whenever I live stream Stardew Valley. And Maru is who we're romancing, and I have come to really love her so very much. I think she is so underrated, such a sweetheart. I also just think, like, her character is, like, not talked about nearly enough. With that being said, I'm gonna make her A tier and put her next to Sebastian and Haley. She's not quite a S tier like I think Abigail is, but she's definitely very high up there. I'm gonna rank Emily next. Emily, I have a lot of mixed feelings about. I've heard some people really enjoy her. I personally find her kind of annoying. I'm sorry. I want to like her, I really do. I just find her so unbelievably obnoxious. There's a story behind that too, and I wish that I liked her more, but I just don't. I don't full on like hate her so badly that she's E or F tier, but I don't like Emily. I'm sorry. She's gonna be D tier, so our first character to go on D tier. And next here we have Penny. Penny is very sweet. I feel like she's like low-key a little bit shy. I don't really have a whole lot to say about her. I feel like if I were to give her a chance though, I would really like her. I'm gonna put her next to Harvey just because I really honestly don't know where else that I would put her. And then next we have Sam. So Sam, he is another scenario of me not really having experience with them and not really having that much of an opinion, so I'm going off of what I can. Although I do know that he is like kind of a musician. And I think that's pretty cool, and that's like the only thing that I am going off of here. So I guess C tier, you can go next to Elliot. And last but most certainly not least, we have Leah. Now Leah, I feel like it's a similar situation with Penny. I feel like she's got a lot of potential for me to really like her. Almost more than Penny. I don't want to put her at A tier or S tier just because I, again, have not dated or romanced her at all. And I feel like that'd be a really unfair opinion to be giving. But I feel like if there was some kind of tier level that was between B and A, that's where she would be. But unfortunately, there's not, and she's not experienced enough with me to be on A tier. So the highest that I think I can give her is B tier. And that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone!